I'm a damn Alabama fan and proud of it. Gump Nation forever, brother.
Namath again faking, quickly finds his target.
Now cuts in. He's at the 40-yard line. He's at the 30.
Quick drop throws in the end zone.
Each number represents an expectation, a challenge that only a championship tradition can issue.
Pressure. Anders hits him. The ball is loose.
Alabama, here comes the heat. Cornelius Bennett. Whoa, did he get lit up?
It is an endless passing of the torch that urges the wearer to enrich his legacy.
Brings pressure up the middle in a hurry. They can't get away from Deja. Alexander first down and more.
Richardson breaks free on the sideline. Turns the corner. Can you say goodbye?
Because at Alabama, tradition is not retired. It is built.
I want everybody to think here for a second. How much does this game mean to you? Because if it means something to you, you can't stand still. You understand? You play fast. You play strong. You go out there and dominate the guy you're playing against and make his ass quit. That's our trademark. That's our MO with the team. That's what people know us as.
Tide roll and Richardson breaks free on the sideline and touchdown Alabama. Oh man, this was great times there, and we're going to continue with some more of that great times tonight. But without further ado, let's go ahead and bring our guest on here, Spencer. Bring her on. Roll down Tide. Woo! How you doing tonight, AJ? Hello. Audio. Test 1 2.
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me? We got you.
All right, we're done.
There you go. As Spencer said, that Marilyn Monroe sound effect sounded real good. So, but I'm on shit. Go ahead.
I'll see what I can do.
Now you got to sing that song. Now, what is it?
Yeah. Well, what are you drinking tonight? JP, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking the same old, same old. I don't have much of this here, so I'm just going sparingly on the peppermint schnapps. Yeah, yep. Of course, I got pina colada, no alcohol content whatsoever, but it is my mixture. And we do have the Captain Morgan, and it is spiced rum. So, yeah, we're trying to get it on there. And this is my first glass, so I got some catching up to do. So,
Well, maybe you can get an endorsement deal.
Nah, I don't think so. I don't. We don't do that for money here. So we don't.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
But yeah. But I do want to say this here, and I think Spencer back whenever he wants to come on. But we do have a GoFundMe, but it is strictly, we don't get a penny of that. It goes to sending somebody to an Alabama game. So I don't know of any other podcast that does that. So if y'all in the chat there, thanks Spencer for that. So he takes care. You get set up in a motel room, don't cost you a dime. You all you'll have to pay for is your eats and whatever there. There you go. Thank you for that little roll there. So yeah, you don't have to pay for a dime. Well, he's in charge of how we do contests or whatever to do that. And so, but yes, I mean, take me out to the ball game fun, and you can find that on our Bam Down Sports page. You know, whenever you go to YouTube there and you see that, there's a little thing down there that says you GoFundMe, and you can click on that and it'll tell you all about it. So, I mean, it's in the description. I think it's in the description. If I'm wrong, Spencer, just let me know. But I think it's in the description. It's where you can find that. So, but I mean, I hope everybody had a good day. And you know, this is my normal off day. So, what happened? What? Well, yeah. Anyway, so glad to see everybody. Glad to see Kimberly. Kimberly's out there in the audience. I understand it's cold down in Montgomery. It's going to start warming up tomorrow. I think it's I think it's going to be up to 45, so that's great. So I think it was a low of 0 this morning, so it was
Oh wow.
which I didn't
Oh
get
wow.
outside. So, oh yeah, so thank you, Spencer, for putting that up there because it might get wild a little bit tonight. So, but anyway, I'm gonna try to take a step there. If you got anything to say to the chat or whatever, so go ahead there. Glad to see Susan popped up here. Glad to see you there, Susan. Roll Tide, girl. Go ahead.
Roll Tide.
I
Roll
gotta
Tide.
catch up. Yeah, I gotta
You
catch
always,
up.
you always catching it. Catching it. I'm just glad it's not freezing here. That cold weather you're talking about, I just don't know if I can handle it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because where you from? That's North Alabama, so it gets cold up there. I know for sure. So, but
It
yeah, I know
does.
you're in
It
a
does.
different location. Yeah, but
Yes.
anyway, let's go ahead and get on into here. What we got up there? Deja vu. Now, of course, what we've been doing is going through our national championships, and there's a little controversy in our 1930 championship.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that later. But 1930 championship. But I'm gonna read you some stuff. Wait a minute, I got to get to that. Hang on a minute. Damn it. I'm sorry. I'm glad you got anyway up. Anyway, yeah, I need to do that. So let's go. Oh, where the fuck did it go? Pardon my French. Yeah, I don't even speak French. Let's see what we got here. All right, here's what I wanted to look at. All right, so we got 3 paragraphs here, so y'all just bear with me. But this covers from 1927, which are back to back. Our first one was 1925 and 1926, back to back. National champions, the first one that I know of. In our era, our very first national championship resulted in a back to back. So kudos to Wallace Wade, our coach. So, but anyway, Alabama's this is from 27 to 30. Alabama's 13-0 loss to Georgia Tech snapped a 24-game unbeaten streak. Ain't that just lovely? 24-game unbeaten streak. But guess what, Jogga? It wasn't you. It was not you. That right. Yeah, it wasn't Georgia in there, but it wasn't you. Bull fucking frog, dipshit, dog, whatever the fuck you are, shit. Fuck you. But anyway, it wasn't you. Georgia Tech snapped it. Anyway, anyway, Alabama outgained. Check this out. Alabama outgained Tech 188 to 144 in the game. Did we score that much? Did we? That's why. Well, I don't know. But Tech scored a touchdown in the second quarter. I don't know if that's right, folks. I don't know. That's what I'm
Heads
reading
up,
here.
Weather's in here wanting to come in.
Okay. All right. All right. Hang on a minute. Let me see who it is. So, all right. So, but anyway, okay. Yeah, if he wants to come on in, I don't care. I mean, if you don't mind.
I don't
So
mind.
go ahead. What's up there, Mr. Whalen? The Godfather. How you doing? I can't hear you, man.
His mic is muted.
Okay. Thank
It's
you.
up side eye.
All right. But anyway, uh, just to get in here, okay? So, but right now, I'll go ahead. Anyway, but Tech scored a touchdown in the second quarter and scored another after recovering a fumble at the Alabama one with 2 minutes to go. It was the first time Georgia Tech had scored points on Alabama since 1922. 1922, man. Yeah. But Alabama came from behind in the fourth. Mississippi State 13-7, but limped home with 3 straight losses to end the year at 5-4-1. Now then, this is the second paragraph. I want y'all to listen very closely to this second paragraph. Well, let me see what I got here. Second paragraph. It's very important. That's right. Coach Wallace. Huh?
I'm listening. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Hello? Okay. Okay. Coach Wade, Wallace Wade was mad. All right. Check this out now. Wade was under fire after a lackluster season in 1928 and 29. Get this, which included narrow losses to Nayland's Tennessee Volunteers. Imagine that.
Rocky Top.
Tennessee Volunteers. Yep. Now, admitted his resignation in April of 30th with a caveat that he coached next season. John Souther, now I told you about that earlier there, AJ. John Souther described the feeling before the Tennessee game that year. We won 18-6. Coach Wade, check this out in parentheses, or not parentheses, but them little two dots there, you know, his statement name. Coach Wade was boiling mad. He was like a bloodthirsty drill sergeant anyway. And those critics made him more fiery because, do you know, in 28 and 29, we were predicted to be to blow them out by a landslide. We were predicted to beat fucking bawling fucking goddamn tears. I'm on this shit here, so okay. But anyway, but John Southern described the feeling before the Tennessee game. Let's see. Well, okay, he wanted to coach. And John said before the Tennessee game, Coach Wade was boiling mad. He was like a bloodthirsty drill sergeant anyway. And those critics made him more fiery, you know, because of the previous years. He challenged us to help him shut the loudmouths that were making his life miserable. Making his life miserable. Go ahead. You got anything on that? And then, wait, I'm coming straight to you after that. So go ahead, AJ. What do you think? I mean,
he was bully mad, but that 15-13 was the score, wasn't it? 15-13.
Well, I don't know which one that was, but yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Or is that
I don't know which one, but yeah.
He's hot mad.
Oh yeah. Hell, wait, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing all
Go
right.
ahead.
What's going on? What's going on?
We just trying to make it a double, man, while we wide open with a deja vu, man.
You know, the first time that they met, the first Tennessee Alabama game was a tie, and they had to call it early because the crowd was acting crazy.
Are y'all both doing a double? Y'all both on a double?
I am.
I ain't.
What are you doing?
Is my audio all right? Can you hear me, or I need to change over my Bluetooth speaker?
Great.
I think I can hear you fine.
It's great, man.
All right. I told you I'd show up. You've been calling me, asking me to come on here, so here I am. What you want to ask me? What you need? You listen now. Remember, before we go listen, before we go any further, I want you to lock that door to that room right there. So that woman can't get in there and hit you in the head with that damn skillet. I want you hurt.
I'm all right.
Lock the door. Lock the door.
That might knock some sense into him. Might be good for him.
Lock the door to that room. I told you. Lock the door. We don't want you getting knocked in the head with no damn skillet.
We are. Go ahead, man.
You locked in. Okay, y'all go ahead. And I feel better now since the door's locked.
I'm all right. What do you got, brother? Anything special? It's the midnight special.
You wanted me to come on. I told you I'd come on. So here I am. I still love you. I'm still here.
Okay. All right, man. So, but anyway, yeah. So, well, like I said, this was my highlight there under deja vu. Now, do you not see the pattern that we're going through? We're going through a pattern where we haven't had a win since the national championship for a long time. So, this is deja vu. Do you not see that we had back then from 27, 28, and that is 29, and now, you know, he got fighting mad. We're talking about Wallace Wade getting mad, and he said, you know, we need to stop this bullshit. You know, in the damn presses that, you know, they're saying that we should have fucking win. Okay, we should have win. We should win against fucking I'm on this Vanderbilt.
Yep.
Shouldn't we? We should have beat them, shouldn't we?
Yes.
But we didn't. You know, we should have went against others that we should have won, but we didn't. Florida State, we should have won that one. Okay, is this deja vu or what? I mean, Tennessee. I want to ask y'all both, and you know, whoever wants to go first, the first one that speaks, just take off with it. But is our rival Auburn, Albie shit, or is it Tennessee? You know, whichever wants to go there. Which one's our rival? Or is it Georgia? I put them in there. Go ahead.
Auburn.
AJ. There you go. Okay.
Auburn.
Okay. Why? Why, Wade?
Yeah,
Why do you say Auburn?
Because Coach Bryant lost. He lost coaches. They went down to Auburn. Pat Dye went down to Auburn. I mean, the other coaches went down to Auburn. He just didn't. It was the in-state rival. He didn't like them. He called it the Cow College.
It's kind of like when there's
Exactly right.
like, I think like Auburn's our biggest rival, but I think like everybody's, you know, the Georgia now and everybody. It just depends. I mean, like everybody hates them. I think. Well, really, everybody hates LSU. Is my opinion. But anyway,
You got to remember we got a new offensive line coach this year. Our old offensive line coach, it was under Mr. Kalen DeBoer. He's now Auburn's new offensive line coach. So William asked me, you know, when we got Mr. Nix up here, the wide receiver coach, is he not the enemy? No, they come and play for whoever's got the biggest pocketbook.
Yep.
That's why they leave one school and go to the other. See, as bad as our offensive line was, our offensive line coach went down to Auburn, and he's got a job as offensive line coach now at Auburn.
It ain't show friends. It ain't show friends. It's show business.
It's all money. Who's ever got the biggest pocketbook?
I can see that, but don't you think Alabama's got the bigger pocketbook? But I mean, if he's not doing that good, I mean, we was all saying, you know, Kaepernick needs to fucking go, or Kopalik, or whatever.
He's
Capper fucking. You know what his name is? Chris. But
he's down at Auburn now, William. The offensive line coach at Auburn.
Right.
Yeah.
Ain't that amazing?
No.
Ain't that something? Going to the enemy, man. Yeah. Our enemy.
He went down with Coach Gulish. He's from Germany. Gulish is what I call him. Golish is how you pronounce it. I call him Gulish.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. From what? Florida. Is it just not Florida Gators? It's another Florida some shit. So, Roll Tide, rise up. I see. He's talking to you there, Waylon. Roll Tide, rise up.
I put the comments up where I could see them. I put it on my Bluetooth box where I'd sound better. Yeah, I see you. Roll Tide, rise up. I talked to him. You're still on the telephone. I'm glad to see you, buddy. Glad you're doing okay.
Yes, sir. Glad to see you there, Roll Tide. Love you, man. Sure do. But yeah, I mean, what do you think Golish made a better move by going to Auburn? Y'all have an opinion on that? What about you, AJ? You got anything on that?
I hadn't never thought about it really.
I mean, either. I mean,
he's got a better chance of success. His success at Auburn will be remembered way better than it would be. Where was he at? Florida Atlantic, USC, UFC.
No.
They got so many damn teams.
Wherever it was, Lane Kiffin was at, wasn't it? I don't know. Maybe it was. Maybe it wasn't.
I thought his UCL was where
I don't know.
Central Florida.
He might have been. Yeah.
I think so. So
he went to Auburn. Auburn's got more resources. They have more resources. They got more resources where they're available to get better players, better coaches, better facilities, workout rooms, better stadium. Everything's better at Auburn than what it was where he was at. Sure. That's why he took the job, because he could see it better. Can he win down there? I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to get on here and say he won't win. I'm not going to get on here and say he will win, but we'll see. We'll see what he does. I mean, I think he'll be a better coach, and Hugh Freeze will be myself.
Yeah, motherfucker Jones says it's USF, which is South Florida. So, what is that? Is that Orlando? I guess. I think. I don't know, but
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't keep with them that much myself either. I don't care really. Sorry.
I'm with you. That's that Cal College to the east, right?
Yeah.
That Cal College.
Georgia.
So, Wayne, I want to ask you this question: rivals? Is it Tennessee? Is it Auburn? Is it Georgia? Or maybe it's all three? What have you got, brother? I mean, just originally. So,
way I look at it, it's always been your in-state rivals. That's your rivals. Auburn, Tennessee's always. Coach Bryant always had that game circled. I've said it a million times. I say it a million more. Auburn, when he played Georgia Tech, that was another game he had circled. Georgia Tech, Auburn, Tennessee, that was his. Georgia Tech, that was his three. That was his three games that he really wanted to win, and most of the time he did. So I don't know. It's everybody's own opinion. You got your own opinion, but I've still got to go with Auburn. I'm sorry, it's Auburn.
Okay.
I agree with that. I agree.
Auburn is a rival because it's in state. So does that mean that Tennessee's rival should be Tennessee State or over in what is it, UT Martin? I guess. I mean, I don't know, but I don't really give a piss about nothing but tie. But go ahead. Y'all got an opinion on that?
Do they even play them anymore? UT Martin? Do they play UT Martin anymore?
I think so. I think they do.
Let's see.
I don't keep.
I still think that our rival may be Auburn, but their rival is us.
I don't keep
I
up with
think so.
They're gonna have a freshman quarterback here.
And then I think that Florida may be one of their other rival.
Are they even going to be able to win when you're the freshman quarterback? I think that's what they're going to have to start with this year at Tennessee's a freshman quarterback. Spencer probably knows more about that than I do. His wife's a Tennessee fan. Ain't they starting with a freshman quarterback, Spencer? Aren't they got to start one or what? Is that right?
I think so. I don't know.
I don't remember. I think so.
I mean, well, and there again, they may think Georgia is because Georgia and Tennessee usually plays tough too. So, I don't. They might consider that. Yeah, I mean, Josh Heupel, is this year going to be it for him? I mean, does he need to beat both us and Georgia to keep his job, or do you think he's got a job? Either way. What do y'all think on that? Or does it matter to you?
Who else they gonna get?
No.
The coaches are. It's kind of getting thin on coaches out there. I mean, who else are they gonna get? I don't know. Heupel is just Heupel. I mean, he beat Alabama. I mean, and they tore the goalpost down and threw them in the goddamn Tennessee River. And
that's fucked up.
That was crazy. That was.
I guess they had. They probably hung trot lines on them. There's probably catfishing with them or something like that. I don't really. They beat us one time in 20 years. I don't want to talk about that. I just soon hear a dog fart. Let's move on. I don't talk about Tennessee. Fuck them.
And let me get one out there. I'm gonna be like Joe Simmons there on my D. I'm gonna have to go change my drawers here.
Oh my lord! Oh my lord! Oh my lord! Oh my lord!
Oh
my lord!
No, I didn't. I trust me, I didn't do.
Well, I'll be in there in a minute. I'll come in. I'll talk. All right, I'll go in there and check on him. I was talking to. Tennessee. I don't talk about Tennessee. I just soon hear a dog fart. Let's move on from that.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying that's what happened back in 1928 and 29. But anyway, that's what made him mad, and he just wanted to do that. So, third paragraph. Now we need to get to that third paragraph. So while you're here, so hang on just a minute there. Now, this was from this article I'm reading. Wade's last Alabama squad outscored their opponents 271-13 over the course of the season and completed a perfect 10-0 campaign with a 24-0 victory over Washington State in the Rose Bowl. The team was voted number one by several organizations during the pre-AP poll era, and the University of Alabama, Notre Dame split the national championship according to the NCAA,
Yep.
NCAA.com.
Yep.
It's controversial. I mean, should we claim that or should we share it? I mean, you see what kind of record we have. Go ahead. Talk to us.
Well, we didn't. That was before the AP poll, and there was no playoff, so there's no single official way to crown a national championship. So they just decided between newspaper opinion, regional, and a early rating system. So but the thing is Newt Rockne was coaching that season, and he was kind of a big deal, and he's still kind of a big deal in the whole history of college football. So I think I don't know. What do you think? I know that we want to claim it, but do you think it was fair to let them claim it? I don't know.
So you're talking about Notre Dame's coach?
Yeah.
Is the name you mentioned? I don't. You got more on me, so go with it, girl. I mean, wait.
Well,
you got anything on that?
Well, Newt Rockne was the coach, and he is still one of the winningest, most influential coaches ever in college football. He's the one that win one for the Gipper. That's That's from the Newt Rockne. That's like Newt Rockne.
Really?
Yeah. That's from Newt Rockne.
Yeah.
Because he was famous for his emotional speeches, but he built Notre Dame into a brand, but he had a tragic death. He died at age 43. Just right after that season, he died in a plane crash. So,
wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't know that about him. So you got anything on that, Waylon? I mean, I didn't know that about him. So he brought out the win one for the Gipper, huh?
Yep.
I didn't know that. That was from a movie, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Or not?
It was. And see, that's what Ronald Reagan was. I think it was a movie Ronald Reagan was in. I think he said it, didn't he?
Oh no, let's not.
He said it in something. He said it in something.
Not Ronnie Reagan. Good old Ronnie Reagan. Oh, you making me itch all over when you say his name. I want to itch all over. Let's move on.
Yeah, it did. It said in 1940, Newt Rockne, All-American, where Ronald Reagan played George Gipp, and he said win one for the Gipper. Yep.
Yeah, played it. That's right. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Good old Reagan.
Y'all got one on. Oh, Ronald Reagan there.
Oh yeah, boy, he was on.
Go ahead.
I don't want to go ahead. You can talk about him if you do. I'm on mute the page. Just move on.
But anyway, well, I want to get back to vu there. Do y'all think it's deja vu that we're going through what we're going through now? I mean, this thing with Canada Boy, everybody says, give him time. Okay, is this his third year? I think it's third year here at Alabama or not?
Yeah.
Okay.
Third year.
So, okay. So is this do or die in y'all's opinion? I mean, because we've gotten rid of, we've seen with the Tommy Rees deal there. Tommy Rees is gone because he couldn't get shit done, whatever there. And now we got Chris Kaepernick, Kapalovic or whatever his fuck. Y'all know his name. I'm on this shit, but he's gone. So is it the head coach or is it the coordinators? Y'all have opinion on that, or is? I'm sorry. Let's just go with one or the other because we need to break it down. I think let's break it down. Is it necessarily the coordinator or the coach? Let's go offensive coordinator. Was it Tommy Reese's fault with that he was with us there? What do y'all think? AJ, you got an opinion on Tommy Reese?
I think if it was more if there was more the coordinators, you're going to see the same problem in every game. So do you think we saw the same problem in every game?
Yeah, pretty much. Get it. We had more sacks than any other team. With more sacks Alabama ever seen in my life, and in the last 30 years, we had more sacks in the last 5 years. It was started breaking down when Nick was there. I'm sorry. You got to go back.
Okay.
Have we forgotten that quick that the offensive line, even when we won the 2020 last national championship in 2020, we didn't have the best offensive line. You just had we had a good better than what we got now, of course, sure. But I mean, when we had better play, at skill positions and a lot of wide receivers. But I mean, some of this started with Nick. So I mean, he couldn't keep a handle on keeping coaches there, and that's not an easy job, I don't think, to do. And as well as he knows some of these guys, maybe they had success somewhere else. He puts them in a role at Alabama. They might not be able to do anything. I don't know. It's just you can bash them all you want to. It's just when you go to Alabama, it's like Coach Clem said when he got there. Is this the way the other part of the world lives or the other team lives? I mean, when he got to Alabama, he saw all the facilities they had and saw all the resources they have, and he's shocked. I mean, they didn't even have that. Where was he at last? USC or UCLA? Where was he at? I don't even remember now. He was out there at one of them teams. I can't remember which one it was.
I don't. Yeah, I don't either.
I don't keep up with them anymore either. But I mean, he comes to Alabama and he's blown out of his pants. This is how the other half lives. You ought to win national championships for what you got here when you go. I've seen the facilities at Alabama. I've been in them. Sure have. Took a tour of it. It's unreal. It's not even explainable. You just got to go see. Their facilities and locker rooms is better than most people's houses that people have to live in. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, when you say this coordinators, like last season, we had some really serious blowouts. We had Georgia in the postseason. We had Indiana. Those were ridiculous. That was embarrassing. And that's going to be a staff scheme. That's going to be a process issue. That's not going to be all on the players.
I mean, I think he'll make a difference. I think the man will make a difference. You got to give him some time. He's got 3 Super Bowl rings. He played for, Bill Belichick. I mean, he's bound to know. He played offensive line when he played in college. So he ought to know the offensive line. And, we'll see what he does. I mean, like I said, when you get to Alabama, you're kind of overwhelmed. And he was, but he knows now that he's got to be 100% because Alabama, that's what they're going to expect. And he knows that's what he's going to have to, what he's got to do.
That's right. So, yeah. So once again, I went with the coaches, but what about the players? Do y'all see the offensive line itself as is it the players' fault? Or do you think it's with the coaches? So, go ahead, AJ.
I think when you say big blowout, it's going to be more of the coaches. But if you see these like really close games, or like 29-22, 23-21, that's going to be a execution. That's going to be players.
Alabama gave up against Indiana when Ty Simpson got hurt. When Ty Simpson got hurt, there was nobody else could step in and play that position. People want to wonder, well, why hadn't they played those guys more during the year? Well, when you got a quarterback that was wanting to compete for the Heisman Trophy about middle ways through the season like Ty was, it's hard to take him out, even when you got a couple of touchdowns up on somebody, because, if he's doing that well, then you want to keep him in there. Yeah, there's always a risk somebody's going to get hurt. I mean, Nick played his best quarterback all the time. Bryce Young, how many quarterbacks came in and out? How many did he swap in and out during his time? Not many. AJ,
Right.
you know, Coker. Yeah, I mean, uh, I don't know. It's just they were like I said. Everybody's got their own opinion. So I mean, these young guys, if they don't get so much playing time now, they're going to hit the transfer portal. You're buying talent now. That's what you got to do. You got to go out and buy talent, like I was me and Roll Tide was talking last night or yesterday evening. They're buying talent, and we get enough talent on this team. Okay, we got enough talent here. We can win the national championship this year. Okay, by the end of this year, and we won a national championship. You know, somebody else comes along, and some of these guys have developed into good players, wide receivers, running backs. These other teams going to go after them. It's got a big more NIL, and they're going to offer them more money. That we go to another school, they can see where they can win another national championship. You're winning you back-to-back championships in college football is over. It's over. They stopped that. That's what they wanted to stop. Alabama and Georgia, they stopped them. They stopped
Yep.
them. We gonna see if y'all able to buy talent and how y'all can see talent. And some of these guys coming in, you don't have to coach them a whole lot. I mean, they're ready to go. And it's like Indiana. A lot of people said, Cignetti can't. I don't. The guy I see with the most success right now might be able to win another national championship if he can keep it going. Would be Kurt Cignetti. It's not. They said the other day that I done forgot who they said would be a better coach than him coming into this season. I think it was Kirby, if I'm not mistaken. It was Kirby was still the best coach in college football. Well, Cignetti, well, people say, well, he had guys that were 23, 24, 25 years old. They played together 2 or 3 or 4 years. I can't help that. That's the way it's set up. Ain't no sense in bitching and complaining about that. That's not going to do no good because the rules are set up for them to play that long. The rules, when the rules are in place and they can use them to their advantage, that's what they're going to do. Do you take those rules out of there, you're not going to stop this. And he had a team that was 23, 24 years old. Guys had been together 2 or 3 years. They knew one another, so they beat the shit out of everybody they played. They certainly beat the shit out of Alabama.
Yeah, they did.
And didn't.
Thank you, but
I don't know.
You're exactly right. I'm on this shit there, and I made that a little bit stronger this time. So let me get another sip of that. It tastes pretty good. But yeah, this damn shit there. But you can there is no damn fucking age limit. I mean, the NCAA should put a stop to that bullshit. I mean, why are we gonna have fucking damn 30-year-old, 40-year-old? Maybe we can get 40-year-old there that can't make a damn fucking draft. Let's just have them come on back to the college there. And I seen that in an article somewhere. Why not? I mean, what was that? Some basketball player, so whatever, oh, I want to go back to damn college. That's in debate right now, I don't think they should.
He did come back. Bidiaco came back. He was 2 years out, left in 23.
Yes, sir.
And came back and played, a few games at Alabama. The Judge Rudy couldn't play. But you got to look at T.J. Finley at Auburn. He's on his 7th year. He's on his 7th team this year. 7th team.
What do you think about that, AJ? I mean, what do you think? Talk to us on. It should be an age limit, right?
An age limit. Age limit.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got age limit in high school. Why not college?
Why not? I mean, you can play to whatever in the NFL, and that's what college football was designed to do, to get you to the NFL. Right. You get to the NFL, you can play unlimited. That's the way it should be and ought to be. Till you feel like that I'm too old to damn play, I'm just going to call it quits. That's done. I got fucking goddamn gazillion dollars. Fuck this shit. I don't want to get hurt no more. Fucking I'm gone. That should be the way it should be. Well, but it ain't. I mean, this done out of whack. Well, it's out of whack. Go ahead, brother.
I mean, what's the percentage of all these guys that are drafted? You got about 1 point. I think it was somebody might remember on the chat. 1.6, 1.5, 1.7% chance of making the NFL roster when you leave college. You got to be the numbers are not very good at you making an NFL team. I mean, when you make an NFL team, you're in the elite. You're in the elite of the elite. And it's got to where these guys know that they're not going to be able to make it, but they're great in college, but they just don't have the want to or the ability or whatever to make it in the NFL. So they're great in college. They get NIL deals, make 10, 15, 20 million dollars, $4 or $5 million. Somebody investor knows how to invest it for them. I mean, you take $10 million, invest it right. Shit, you ain't got to do nothing the rest of your life. Probably.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
you know.
AJ, you got something to say that before I go on?
No, I'm agreeing.
They don't have to work.
I'm just looking at the chat over there to the side there, and I'm sorry, Waylon, but Spencer said, so a military person cannot play college sports after they serve whatever in the military, and they should be able to come to college sports. I mean, that to me that should be an exception. That's me, but that's the only exception should be allowed.
That's when the other players say, well, "You leaving me out? What makes them more special than I do?" I'm not knocking the military, but that's what you're gonna get. That's what's gonna happen. You know when you cater to somebody else is gonna be pissed off.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Am I right or wrong?
I agree. I agree with that. I mean,
you got if you're gonna do it, you won't have to stop it all the way across the board. I'm sorry. Either you got to do it or you don't do it. There's two answers to it. That's all there is. Yes or no. Are we going to allow this? Or are we not going to allow it? The NCAA changed the rules 3 or 4 times in the 70s to try to stop Coach Bryant from winning all the games he won, and they still couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I know they changed it 3 times. You can go look it up. It might have been 4 times. I can't remember. It's been so long, but it was. They stayed on his ass 24/7 because when you won as many games as he won from 70 to 81, no other college team has ever done that. No other college team will ever do that.
There
And
you
they said we're gonna stop this, and they did. They stopped it in the 80s. They put a stop to it. Of course, he passed away, but I mean, I don't know. It's just everybody has their own opinion, and that's life. That's what you got to. That's all right with me. But you either gonna stop it or you're not gonna stop it. So what are you gonna do?
Right. So
how you make how you make them all happy? I guess it's about impossible to do. Probably more than likely.
You ain't going to. You just ain't going to.
Exactly. Yeah. So I mean, well,
it's just like with everything else.
Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was just saying, it's just like everything else in the world. You can't make everybody happy. There's always going to be somebody that's going to screw it up because they are butthurt and they can't get together. It's for the good of the order. If you're not going to do for the good of the order, you need to just get the fuck up on out. So, anyway, sorry.
Hey, made up. Go ahead. Have yourself. Go ahead, Waylon. Go ahead.
Football has changed, and it was not going backward. I've heard people say we're going to digress. We're going to go back to 18 playoffs. We're not going backward. You're going to a 16-team playoffs. What you going to? You're going to lose your SEC championship game. Of course, me and Roll Tide talked about that last night. SEC championship game or SEC title is meaningless now. Why play that game anymore? Why?
Money. It's all money.
That's right. But eventually, they're going to have to. You're going to maybe have a super conference, and whoever's on top at the end is that conference champion without having to play a football game to decide that conference champion. That's the way they're probably going to do it. Whoever's number one is going to stay number one, and they'll move. You're the conference champion. You'll move on that way. But I mean, I don't know. I think by next year's 2027, by 2028, we'll have a 16. They voted on it this year and kept it a 12 team, so they got it on their mind. So that tells you they're thinking. So next year, do they go to 16 teams, or do they wait to 2028? It's coming. It's coming. It's just right around the corner until we get it. 16 playoffs.
Yeah. So I got a question for both of y'all. I mean, AJ, I'm sorry if you had something to say, but
no, I'm good.
This is something. Yeah. This is something I want to start with you, AJ. I want to start with you on this here question. But so, do y'all see a problem with players being able to make more through NIL than the coaches. Do you see a problem with that? Go ahead, AJ. What do you think about that?
Um, I do. I do. Um, it's it makes it. I don't know. Let me think.
NIL, you can make millions, and the damn coaches ain't. I don't think they probably making some of them making a million. I don't know. I don't know how much they coordinators or whatever. Go ahead. I mean, I don't see it. I don't think they should. What do you think, AJ?
I go back and forth because at one point it's like, do we? The idea is to keep them from leaving and going to the NFL. Okay, and the other thing
Or
is
another
that
team?
the licensing and the merchandise that the colleges are making off of them, they're making money off of these kids. So if the kids get hurt, they can't go to the NFL and make any money. So it's like it's really a lot of different things. It's like, you allow them to earn the money that they're bringing in for the school anyway, or you know what I'm saying? Or do they risk having this time that they don't have the money and then they get hurt and then they're out and they're just screwed. So I don't know.
This is what Coach Bryant done in 1970. The Miami Dolphins called him, and they offered him $1.7 million in 1970 to be the head coach. Stock in the team. They offered him everything,
Right?
buy him a house, everything. And he went to the athletic director and told the athletic director, I've got to look out for me and Mary Harmon's, the rest of our life, we're getting old or getting older. And he said, they've offered me an astronomical amount of money to come down there, plus stock and everything else in Miami. He said, it's going to be hard for me to turn it down. And the athletic director said he called him back about 6 o'clock the next morning, asked him would he meet him there at his office on the campus there. So Coach Bryant comes in, and the athletic director, I can't remember his name, he was a young guy, said Coach Bryant had the same clothes on and he'd been up all night. He'd been thinking on that. And he said, well, he asked him, what you want to talk about, Coach Bryant? Coach Bryant said, well, I've been thinking on this all night long. He said, they've offered me $1.7 million to be the head coach at Miami Dolphins, but the quarterback makes 3 times, 4 times more than what I do. He said, if me and the quarterback don't see eye to eye, who are they going to get rid of first, me or the quarterback? Coach Bryant said, can I have my job back at Alabama? That's exactly how that story went right there. Period. So he came back, he got the black.
Wow.
He got what he wanted, and he beat the shit out of everybody for 10, 11 years. Sure did. That's why he didn't.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
does that answer your question?
So was that Charlie Thornton, the athletic director back then? Is that who you talking about?
It might have been. I can't remember, William. He was a young guy. I mean, he was half Coach Bryant's age, and he was going to let Coach Bryant do what he wanted to. He had won, three championships in the 60s, or nearly 3. He had 2, 64 and 65. Should have had it in 66, but didn't get it. I guess sometimes it don't work out that way, but I mean, I don't know. 61, 64 and 65, excuse me. Should have had it in 66. Should have been 4 there in 66. In the 60s, but he didn't get it anyway.
According to go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, according to the 2011 or 2013 NCAA record book or whatever, they gave us 5 of the damn national championships that we should have won back to us. So, I mean, that's possibly one of them. So,
yeah, but there's still there's still no trophy in Bryant Museum for 1966, and there's still no trophy for 1977. We'll never get one. So that means we didn't win it. I don't care what they want to put down on paper. If you don't have the hardware, the credentials, then they should have had one in 77 too. Might have been the best 1970s team. Was the best team Coach Bryant had was a 1977 team. He said the best team he ever coached was a 1966 team. And Joe Namath is done gone. And I mean, You had Joe Namath, you had Kenny Stabler, you had Mal Moore. I mean, Mal was that's what he came to Alabama to play quarterback. But Coach Bryant put him on defense, defensive back. I think is where he put him.
Yeah. Me personally, I'm with B. Jamming there. I'd rather have Bear Bryant than Vince Lombardi there. So, I mean, you got anything on that, AG, or you got someone waiting and say, go ahead. I'm on this shit. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just thinking about
I'm trying to get fucked up.
the pay, like the coaching pay. You know, like what does it say about our priorities though? Anyway, because Nick Saban was in many years Nick Saban was the highest paid public employee in the whole United States.
When you got Steve Sloan, Joe Namath, and Kenny Stabler on the same football team, that's why nobody couldn't beat Coach Bryant back in. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, he was. I mean, I had a buddy up here. He's passed away now, Mr. Drummond. I wouldn't say he's my buddy. My daddy worked for him, and he put an ad in the Daily Mountain Eagle down here. So that's the local paper here. He was one of the Drummonds, and the Drummonds gave millions and millions and millions of dollars to the University of Alabama and Coach Bryant, because actually they went to school down there and graduated, those Drummond boys did. And he said it was ridiculous to pay a coach what they're paying Nick Saban. That's exactly what Mr. Drummond said. We're going to pay this coach $10 million a year. He said, this is going to get out of hand. Maybe he knew something back in. We maybe should have listened to him. I don't know, because it certainly got out of hand.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's like 25 times more than the president.
Yeah.
I mean,
he was.
I think
he was bitching. So I don't know, man. Whatever. Everybody has a different opinion. That's what that's fine. That's how the world turns.
But then we wonder what is going on, why people can't do this, where our priorities are. Why is everything else falling apart? It's because we're paying all our money to the coaches.
Yeah.
Well, you make all the money off the players and wins. I think Alabama made what last year? 148 million, 150, nearly 150 million. And on football I think it's in the 140s. I put it on my Facebook page. I can't remember numbers like I used to. After everything was said and done, though, after all the losses, I put that on there. How much baseball lost? How much women's rowing lost? How much your three teams or your three things is making the money. Alabama, of course, number one's football. Number two's basketball, and women's softball probably number three. And after everything was said and done and paid and all your losses, they still had a $63 million revenue to the positive, not to the negative.
Right.
So, I mean, they've got the money to pay you. You got that much money left over. That's paying all your coaches and everything. And you got that much money left over. Somebody's going to have to tell Greg Byrne, you got to take that $63 million. You got to spend it buying some talent for this football team. If you don't, Alabama's going to be left behind.
Yeah,
they'll be in worse shape than it was when all y'all hate. I mean, we was talking about Dennis Franchione. Me and you were William on the phone, and I mean, Franchione was a good coach. I mean, I think Alabama made a big mistake when they lost Franchione, because he'd beat Auburn a couple of times. He beat the shit out of Nick Saban. We beat them down there in Baton Rouge 31, 35 nothing. I can't remember. It's been so long back. And then Saban turns around and wins the national championship the next year at LSU. But Dennis Franchione beat his ass off the first year. They couldn't even score. Didn't even score on us in Death Valley. Didn't even score. I think it was 35 to nothing. I think 31 or 35. I can't remember. But Nick Saban's had his terrible losses too. And you comparing Saban and DeBoer, their record. If you'll look on my Facebook page, I put it on there. It's pretty close. This year may be the year. Yeah, he probably should be competing for a national championship. Maybe if you take the SEC championship away, there's less pressure on you, and all you got to focus on is the playoffs and the championship. I think it'd be easier on the coach if they took the SEC championship out.
Yeah. Well, and then you look at what was that? Jeff Staples said something there that stuck out to me. And Nick Saban said that NIL would ruin college football, but you look at this right here. that's kind of right. You got players making more than a damn fucking coaches there. I mean, what do you think about that, AJ? Go ahead.
Well, like
What do you think?
With Alabama, you've got 125, 140 million dollar a year. Just like Wayne was saying, they got a lot. If you look at the NIL payouts, it's going to be about 10%, 9 to 11, 10% of the total revenue. So it's really, I mean, if you look at it like that,
And everybody's claiming we need a new basketball. Coleman Coliseum, which was once Memorial Coliseum, it changed in 1988 from Memorial Coliseum to Coleman Coliseum. Everybody's wanting a new basketball facility built down there. Uh, Upgrade the one you got. Make the seats better. You can always put in a different floor. You can put a different light system in there. Yeah, you want to bring in more people. I think it holds. I think things stuff about last time I was down there, about 15,000 people in there. I think for a basketball game. That's a lot of people in that building because you just rubbing side by side, shoulder to shoulder. Of course, like I said, like y'all said, they're thinking more money, 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 but uh, maybe you got to stop and upgrade the facility you have and redo it, and tell the players, build them a little better locker room or something, like they done for the football team. But leave the stadium alone. There's always improvements you can make besides increasing your seat revenue. Of course, that's where the money comes from. Yeah, but if you go down there to one of those basketball games and look, you got more students in that coliseum than you do people that come from home. I mean,
Right.
you just got to go to one. You got to go to one and see it. There's more kids in there than there are people that, like I said, actually come from home like I do to go down there. I enjoy going to watch. It's not that expensive, and and it's fun, and every seat's a good seat. But I can see where you can spend that money a different way and save money and improve your facilities, and you just have to move on. And Bo Jackson said this, and I agree with him the other day. They had him on the Dana Patrick show. He said NIL had ruined football. And Bo Jackson's right. He said these kids are being able to escape their troubles, not being able to learn how to adapt. There's nothing wrong with having money. There's nothing wrong with helping somebody. Nothing wrong with giving these kids money. But when you give them all this money, they go out and buy a sports car, and what happens next? DUI, they wreck, they get eluding. What was the one that got stopped the other day from some college? Who was it? Georgia or Tennessee or somebody? One of them got in trouble. I don't even remember. I mean,
Right.
I would have done the same thing when I was that age, but I knew damn well I wasn't gonna get no $100,000 sports car when I was a kid. That wasn't gonna happen.
but it does change that it makes them it could make them just some insufferable bratty asses. That before NIL, the coaches had almost all the leverage, and now they have elite players that can threaten the portal and all this other stuff. So
I don't know. I've talked enough tonight. Been a good show. I appreciate y'all having me on. I really do. William, I got here quick as I could. I should have been here earlier. I apologize, but I try to go to the sale at Memphis sometimes every week, and that kind of messes my week up during the early part of it. But anyway, I made it this week. But I'll catch y'all again. I'm gonna hop off here. I'll catch y'all again in a couple of weeks. AJ, it's been fun. Spencer, all y'all, everybody in the chat. I'm usually on Thursday night at the Alabama. Alabama at the voice of college football. That's the name of the show on Thursday nights. We start at 9 o'clock. If you ain't got nothing to do on Thursday night, you can't sleep. Some of the old folks join us over there. We just a bunch. I got a bunch of kids over there. They learning. Jeffrey and Jackson, they're learning. I mean, they're just in their 20s, and they're smart though. They know the system. They know the players. They know everything that I don't know. I don't keep up with anymore. But y'all be safe. I'm gonna get off here. We'll see y'all down the road. All right.
all right, roll time.
Roll Tide, bro.
Anyway, I want to say what B. Jammin said there. Eli Gold will be at the Von Braun Civic Center, I guess, in Huntsville there, and he's gonna be signing autographs there on the 28th. So, if any of you is anywhere close to that, please go by and see Eli Gold and tell him how much you appreciate him. I know I do, because he is the voice of
Crimson
Alabama
Tide.
football. Exactly right. And I wish he was still there. But, I don't know this here, but, are we against the damn clock? I don't know. You got it, AJ. Go ahead.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I guess we're ready to wrap it up. I don't know.
I see me back up there, but Eli Gold, the voice of Alabama to me. Chris, what's his name? I don't know, Chris. I love him, but you can't beat Eli Gold to me. That's me.
Exactly. Exactly.
Whenever you hear touchdown Alabama, oh, it wasn't Chris Fowler. I love it. I mean, I'm glad we got a voice. I'm glad we got a voice, but I miss Eli Gold. Whatever the political shit on that, we're not political on this shit, but I'm on this shit. But of course, you know that. But you got anything to say before you sign off? I don't know. Are we against the time? I don't know. I can't see the time. What time is it? Oh yeah, we're all.
It's
Go ahead.
2 past the hour.
Go ahead. Say your last words there.
I was just going to say I was glad that Waylon was in the house and had a lot to contribute tonight, and I thought it was pretty well. And other than that, roll tide. Thank you, WB.
I mean, if you got something else to say about any of that stuff we covered, so but I love Eli Gold. If you're anywhere close to Huntsville, Alabama, go to the Civic Center. It's on corner of Monroe and Holmes. I believe that's what it is. I used to live there. I believe that's right. On the corner of Holmes and Monroe. You're at the Civic Center. Go in there. Go see him. He's a legend. In my view, he's a legend. I asked for his autograph.
He's a legend.
I would pay for it. I would pay for a damn fucking autograph from that man. I would. Because, goddamn, touchdown! I would do it just for that. I mean, I'd pay close to 100. I would. And I don't make. I'm retired and I'm working right now. I used to be part time. Okay, but we done that. So Spencer, we're over time though. So if you want to take us out, roll down Tide, brother. Roll Tide. Go ahead. Go ahead, AJ.
You've got to be better in all 3 areas of life, which of course are spiritual, mental, and physical. You must be able to discipline yourself. If you don't learn but one thing out of football, it'd be worthwhile. There's certain sacrifices that you will have to make. There are going to be many sacrifices you have to make in later life. To fight. Oh, I don't mean fist fight. I mean to get up and come back and get up and come back and get up and come back again after you've been knocked down. And that could happen to you in later life. But if it does, you're going to know how to handle it. There's no one that ever has or ever will accomplish anything alone. I've read about self-made men. That's Tommy rot, as far as I'm concerned. I don't even know how to define intangibles. And I know that if you learn these lessons, you'll have it. And if you have it, you'll win, and you'll be better prepared in those 3 areas of life that we've been talking about. That there are going to be times for everyone that you're going to get discouraged. But if you never lose sight of your objective and never give up on yourself, if we do that as a team, 11 at the time, 4 years from now, why, we'll be walking out here as national champions.